Hey everyone, so a quick disclaimer before we get on with the flights. I do not claim to be a pilot. I am not a pilot, and I've only been sim flying for a month or two. All right, I just thought I'd like to take everybody along with me around this world trip in the DA62 from Diamond. Might be just nice for other beginners to sort of come along the trip as well. Some things I've got turned on assistance wise, some things I'll be turning off along the way. I'm learning as I go, but I just thought it might be nice to see some of that. I've watched loads of videos and everybody seems to be pretty good at it. So, know, learn along with me. Those of you who are like me and not been doing it too long. Anyway, enough waffle. Let's go on with the flying. Okay, so here's one of my first flights. So we're flying from Northamptonshire to Western Airfield, Northamptonshire, all the way to Frankfurt. So Echo Golf Bravo Tango to Echo Delta Delta Foxtrot. All right, so DA62, start of the world tour. I'll tell you a little bit more as we go, as it's said in the intro. I am not a pilot. I may do things that a real pilot might not do. Remember, this is a bit of fun and I'm learning as I go. So I'm going to speak more as we go. Without further ado, let's get cracking. So I started on the runway. I normally start at park, but I didn't set it. So 12,000 feet. We shall set the ILS once we're at cruise. So, are we on the correct runway? Yes, we are. Runway 27. All right, handbrake off. There we go. I'm looking to rotate at about 75 knots. And rotate. Go. 10 degrees of climb.
Engaging autopilot.
The pilot there because I want it to grab the nav straight away. Gear up. And we are.
London Center Diamond Mike Juliet Golf 02 is passing 1,000 feet, climbing 12,000 feet.
Diamond Mike Juliet Golf 02, London Center altimeter 29.92 radar contact continue.
So back in the plane, just check to make sure the real weather is live. That's not real time. Resets itself, quite annoying. Here we go. That's better. And we need to change our rate of climb. Slightly better airspeed. Say 96. That's what Diamond says anyway. 96 knots. Thereabouts. Okay. Take off. Or complete. Okay, en route climb out. I choose auto complete for speed. Increase that rate of knots.
Airspeeds as required for en route, cruise, climb.
Increase. So 96. So, you seem like fluffy clouds. It showers in real time, but I don't expect it to be too accurate.
96 keys. Power lever. Up to 95%. Trim. As required, ball centered.
Okay, checklist done.
Shamrock 9er 16 heavy traffic is 7 o'clock 4 miles at 16,000 feet Airbus A20N. Report them in sight. Turkish 19er 69er heavy contact Birmingham approach on 131.005. Good day.
So once we get a little bit more settled, actually I'll do it now. I also use Navigraph.
131.005 Turkish 19er 69er heavy. Goodbye.
And if I pull the volume down on that,
16 heavy Airbus A20N in sight.
there you go. So here's Navigraph. That's how I planned today's route. Let's get rid of that. And center in on where we are. There you go. So, instrument flight rooms, low level, and there we go, we're locked on. The thing I like about this as well is quite like using the world map. Just do. Lets me know where I am. So, you want to hear more about that, let me know, and we'll might do something on it. So the plan is to do the takeoff, landings, approaches, climbs, and anything that interesting comes up. So it's not going to be an hour and a half, 2 hour video, 3 hour video, that kind of thing. We shall narrow that down in the editing process, shall we say, but I will fly the whole flight, unless you want me to put the whole flight on and I'll put chapters in on the videos. That's no big deal, but there we go. So we'll leave it there, and when I get to cruise altitude and I spot something interesting, I shall let you know.
Golf 02 traffic is 7 o'clock 4 miles at 15,400 feet Airbus A20N. Report them in sight. Airbus 79er 4 traffic is 1 o'clock 4 miles at 12,100 feet Diamond DA62.
I'll just mute that. I can still hear it, but just so I can still speak, so it's not interrupting with me. Yeah, it was really, really cloudy, couldn't see anything. So if you look on Navigraph, you see the purple area here where the cloud is and everything, all that kind of stuff. It was just covering London and couldn't see anything as we flew over. So we're now approaching the Kent coast. Beneath us, you can see it over there to our port side. That's the Kent coast over there, Whitstable and all that kind of thing. Canterbury is about to come up underneath us. What else can we see? Yeah, over there, Ashford, Kent, all that kind of stuff. Fairly, really cloudy though, so, you know, unless I encounter some really heavy winds or anything, or spectacular clouds. Not saying that the clouds are boring now, they're rather nice, but yeah, we shall see you on the other side of the English Channel for the approach and landing, unless anything occurs or anything interesting turns up that I'm going to show you. See you in a bit. It's cleared up. It's really nice now. All right, so just coming into the arrival stage, you know. So if I show you on Navigraph what it's doing. So you can see this green bit is the arrival bit, and it coincides with arrival over there. That's gone orange there, so that's getting close to not good. 11 knot headwind. And then you've got the approach, which is in orange. Now, I've flown this route before, and what you'll see is what you see on the map, what the GPS does, and what's here is a little bit different. And that's why it says down there, Navigraph, Jepson, not for navigational use, because it is slightly different. You see I've got the plate up as well. And in the next leg, which is a flight from Frankfurt to Croatia, when I get into cruise attitude, I'll put all of that data in and put the plate up and what have you, and I'll show you how I go ahead and do that using Navigraph. So, now into the arrivals. When I start descending, I'll come back to you.
Descend and maintain 5,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 07 right approach via DF654 transition. Cleared to DF654. Diamond Golf 02 descend and maintain 4,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 4,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 07 right approach via DF654 transition. Cleared to DF654 Diamond Golf 02.
Okay, we're in the descent phase now. Let's see where we are on the map.
Ryanair 1559er Heavy. You are 12 miles east of Hahn. Contact Hahn Tower on 119.655 when inbound on the approach.
Just there, so coming into Redley. Okay. Descending.
Tower on 119.655 Ryanair 1559er Heavy.
Now backing off the speed, off the throttle, bringing them controls back. Down to 40%. Well, there's a beautiful evening out there as we fly in over Germany. Sun is out. Stunning countryside.
Diamond Golf 02 contact Frankfurt approach on 118.505. Good day.
That's just awesome. Look at that.
118.505 Diamond Golf 02. Goodbye. Frankfurt approach Diamond Mike Juliet Golf 02 is passing 10,300 feet, descending 4,000 feet.
Diamond Mike Juliet Golf 02 Frankfurt approach altimeter 29.76 radar contact. Continue to DF654.
And this is where you look at Navigraph and what the GPS does. So you can see what the GPS has done, that guy over on the right hand side on the screen. It's this weird little turny thing. It does make you turn, just. It's a 30-degree angle when it does. But Navigraph makes it look like this. So you can see this all comes in and then does a tight little turn and then comes in for the approach for the ILS. So you can see I brought Volanta up. I'll use that in the next video. I'll tell you why I use that in the next video. I just can concentrate on the descent now. Let's get rid of that. There we go. And I'm going to keep the whole of the descent. So what we got flight time, 8 minutes left. Estimated time, 25.5 nautical miles to go. So I'll keep it running. It's a nice descent, this one. Nice scenery, nice countryside. And I'll talk through as I go. Yes, I know, just a beginner, but it might be nice for some other beginners just to see what other beginners are doing, if that makes sense. It's all right seeing somebody who's really, really good at it. And that's what I've done, loads of videos I've watched on this. But another beginner might sort of say, oh, well, I can do it. It's good fun, right? That's why we do it. Just pulling the speed back now, 120 knots. Wow, that's nice. Yeah, that's very nice. For another hour, and that sky would be orange, and it'd be even more spectacular. Never mind, we'll time it better next time. Here we go, we're going into that tight turn now. You can see it's banked it over as a 30-degree turn. And it does make it just. You can see it on Navigraph. You need to be at 4,000 feet as we make contact with the ILS and then capture the glide slope after that. Can't quite see the runway yet. We are 8 minutes out and approximately 21 miles from the airport. There we go, just here. You can see left and right runway, and we are 7 right. Looks like the wind's dropped as well. Looking at what it says on Navigraph here, so 0 knots headwind now, and only a 3 knot crosswind from the right. So that looks better. Weather's improved all round. So I think I can afford to hit the CDI button now. Wait for it to go back and hit the nav. That will now capture the ILS in. And if I hit approach mode, brings up glide slope. Glide slope's up nice and high, so which means we'll catch it. We follow it down. We get close to the runway. Autopilot off, and I'll fly in. Flaps position 1. Low glide slopes coming down to meet us. Flaps all the way. Between 85 and 96 knots. Glide slopes flash in. Glide slope is not captured. There we go. That's better. That's why you've got to keep an eye on it. Nav mode was off. There we go. High. There we go. Recapture that glide slope. I flew in here last night in a storm. Wow, it's quite something. Glide slope captured. You see that crosswind as well. There's a lot of rudder action going on there. Beware of that when I take autopilot off. .5 miles to go. Yeah, I know you can't do that in real life, but it's nice. The main drone's that quick yet. Get our best flight in. I mean, it can take it all the way down, though, so you know it won't fly down for you. But where's the fun in that? I might not speak too much either while I concentrate. If someone comments, remind me and I'll tell you what basic equipment I'm using, sort of stick I'm using. So there's a joystick, it's not a yoke, well, I don't have pedals either. Everything's done with one hand. Got a wind coming in from the side. Throttle off, lift the nose. Down the middle.
Diamond Golf 02, turn next taxiway.
Yeah, I know, I've got the taxi ribbons on. While I figure out some of these plates, and some of them don't match, they tell you to follow certain taxiways, and you look on the Navigraph maps and they're different, so I'm working that out at the moment. But welcome to Germany. I'll speed this bit up so you don't have to sit through all of this.
Turn next taxiway.
And I'll speak to you once I've parked. You see, why does he do that? It's taking me across the runway and then across the runway again. How dodgy is that? Unless there's a reason for it. Someone please let me know.
Diamond Golf 02, hold position. Caution other traffic.
Hold position, Diamond Golf 02.
Diamond Golf 02, continue taxi.
Roger, Diamond Golf 02.
Okay, there you go, guys. Leg one. Next one, Croatia. I'll explain a few other things that I do. I've started learning to use when we get there. Please do hit the like button. This is going to be a world tour. I'm going to do all the legs. I don't know how many it's going to be, but I'm going to try and go right around the world for a complete beginner and see how we do. Bye-bye. See you on the next one.